Ghosting. It's confusing, frustrating, and, let's be honest, a bit painful. But how would the Stoics handle it? Instead of dwelling on unanswered messages, they turn to timeless principles to regain clarity and peace of mind. Let's explore 3 Stoic approaches to handling ghosting with wisdom and grace. Recognize what you can control. Ghosting leaves many of us tangled in a web of confusion and self-doubt. Questions like, why did they ignore me? Or what did I do wrong? Often plague the mind. But Stoicism offers a liberating perspective, the separation of what's within our control from what is not. Epictetus' enduring wisdom, some things are up to us and some are not, serves as the foundation. The actions of others, like ghosting, belong to the realm of the uncontrollable, but our thoughts, feelings, and reactions are fully ours to command. Instead of chasing closure or endlessly replaying scenarios in your mind, redirect your energy. Remind yourself, ghosting reflects more about the other person's behavior than your own worth. Practical examples include reclaiming mental energy. When tempted to overanalyze, shift focus to something productive, like a hobby or personal goal. Reframing the situation. See ghosting not as a rejection, but as an indication of someone unable to communicate effectively. This doesn't lessen your value. By focusing on what you can control, your reaction and your narrative, you free yourself from the burden of others' actions. The Stoics emphasize that inner peace is only possible when we stop attempting to control the uncontrollable. Ghosting, frustrating as it is, falls firmly outside your sphere of influence. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, advises, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Apply this wisdom. By controlling your mind, you guard your peace. Recognizing what you can and cannot control shifts the focus from emotional turmoil to empowerment. When you stop chasing answers or validation from someone who ghosted you, you take back your time, energy, and self-esteem. This practice prevents you from giving undue power to the actions of others. Instead, you cultivate resilience and an unshakable sense of self-worth, even in the face of uncertainty. Practical steps to implement. Pause and reflect. The moment you notice overthinking, take a deep breath and ask, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Reaffirm your value. Remind yourself that someone else's inability to communicate doesn't define your worth. Create healthy distractions. Engage in activities that uplift you. Reading, exercising, or connecting with supportive people. Write it out. Journaling your thoughts can help you release emotions constructively while reinforcing your growth. Ghosting doesn't need to unravel you. By embracing the Stoic principle of focusing only on what you can control, you reclaim your power. Let the actions of others remain theirs, while you hold steadfast to your peace and dignity. This moment is an opportunity to grow stronger in resilience and self-awareness. Stay anchored in what you can control, and let go of the rest. Practice emotional detachment. Ghosting can feel like an emotional ambush, triggering feelings of rejection, confusion, or anger. These emotions are natural, but allowing them to take over can leave you feeling powerless. Stoicism offers a guiding light, the practice of emotional detachment. Detachment in Stoicism doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or becoming indifferent. It's about recognizing your emotions without letting them control you. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Practicing emotional detachment involves acknowledging your feelings without being consumed by them. It's about finding balance, feeling hurt, but not dwelling on it. For example, acknowledge the hurt. When ghosted, instead of denying your emotions, accept them. Say to yourself, I feel disappointed, and that's okay. Avoid over-personalizing. Recognize that ghosting says more about the other person's inability to communicate than about your value. Focus on your emotional well-being. Engage in calming practices like meditation, journaling, or mindful breathing to regain control over your emotional state. Emotional detachment is deeply rooted in Stoicism. Epictetus emphasized, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This idea encourages you to separate your identity and peace of mind from external events, including being ghosted. By cultivating detachment, you resist the temptation to internalize another person's actions as a reflection of your self-worth. Instead, you maintain your composure and dignity. Practicing emotional detachment empowers you to navigate emotional storms with resilience. Ghosting often feels like a loss of control, but detachment helps you reclaim that power. It also ensures that you don't exhaust yourself emotionally over situations beyond your influence. Instead, you protect your peace and conserve energy for what truly matters: your own growth and happiness. Practical steps to implement emotional detachment: name your emotions. When you feel hurt, label the emotion. This creates a sense of control and reduces its intensity. Pause before reacting. Avoid acting out of immediate emotion. Take a moment to breathe and ground yourself. Reframe the situation. Instead of thinking, "They ghosted me because I'm not good enough," tell yourself, "Their actions reflect their communication skills, not my worth." Lean on Stoic exercises. Use practices like negative visualization. Imagine worse scenarios to make ghosting seem less significant, or journaling to process your thoughts. Engage in self-care. Prioritize activities that bring you joy and calm, such as exercise, art, or spending time with loved ones. Ghosting may sting, but it doesn't have to shatter your emotional balance. By practicing Stoic detachment, you recognize your emotions without letting them overwhelm you. This principle allows you to preserve your inner peace while letting go of what isn't worth your energy. Detach from the storm of ghosting and focus on the calm within yourself. That's where your true strength lies. Turn it into a lesson. Ghosting is frustrating and disheartening, but every adversity carries a lesson if you approach it with the right mindset. For Stoics, challenges are not setbacks. They're opportunities for growth and self-improvement. As Seneca wisely said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Even unpleasant experiences, like ghosting, can help us refine our understanding of relationships and ourselves. Turning ghosting into a lesson means shifting from emotional reaction to thoughtful reflection. Instead of harboring bitterness, focus on what you can learn from the experience. For example, identify patterns. Ask yourself, have I seen this behavior in others before? How can I recognize it earlier in the future? Evaluate your boundaries. Consider whether you compromised your standards or tolerated red flags. Use this as an opportunity to strengthen your boundaries. Reflect on your time investment. Think about whether the relationship aligned with your values and priorities. Was this person deserving of the energy you invested? This approach isn't about self-blame. It's about self-awareness and growth. In Stoicism, every experience is seen as an opportunity to practice virtue. Ghosting, as frustrating as it is, tests your resilience, wisdom, and capacity for reflection. Epictetus taught, difficulties are things that show a person what they are. By treating ghosting as a lesson rather than a personal attack, you strengthen your ability to navigate life's unpredictability. This principle aligns with the Stoic focus on internal growth over external validation. Instead of fixating on why someone ghosted you, shift your focus inward and ask, what can I learn from this? Seeing ghosting as a lesson empowers you to grow rather than wallow in hurt. It shifts your mindset from victimhood to agency. You regain control. By focusing on what you can learn, you reclaim power over how you perceive and respond to the situation. You build resilience. Each lesson strengthens your ability to handle future challenges with composure. You improve future relationships. Reflection helps you set better standards and align with people who truly value you. Practical steps to turn ghosting into a lesson. Pause and reflect. Take time to process your emotions. Journaling can help you clarify your thoughts. Ask constructive questions. Reflect on questions like, what patterns led to this? What boundaries should I set in the future? Seek wisdom from Stoic texts. Read insights from philosophers like Seneca or Marcus Aurelius to gain a broader perspective. Adjust your approach. Use your reflections to refine how you approach relationships, focusing on mutual respect and shared values. Reframe the experience. Remind yourself, this isn't happening to me. It's happening for me. This is an opportunity to grow. Ghosting may feel like rejection, but it can also be a powerful teacher. By treating it as a lesson, you grow in self-awareness, resilience, and wisdom. Life isn't about avoiding difficulties. It's about using them to become stronger and wiser. Embrace the lesson in every experience, and you'll emerge more aligned with your highest self. As Seneca said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Being ghosted doesn't define your worth, and with the wisdom of Stoic principles, it doesn't have to break your peace either. By focusing on what you can control, detaching from unnecessary emotional turmoil, and seeing every experience as a chance to grow, you turn even the most painful moments into powerful lessons. Remember, your strength lies in how you respond, not in what happens to you. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more timeless wisdom rooted in Stoicism. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear how Stoicism is helping you navigate life. Let's grow stronger together.